Smart, smart, do. We are the children, we are the children of God. Come, come, come. We change our world. We have what it takes to do it smart and make it smart. Welcome to our Smart Do.
Welcome our class 6s yet again for another CRA lesson. I hope you are doing well. Now today we are going to learn acquiring. We are going to learn about acquiring socially responsible behavior at home and in public. When we talk about acquiring socially responsible behavior. Now, when we talk about responsible behavior, responsible means one who is able to take care of. One who is able to take care of. Now, once you are able to take care of, you say you are responsible. You are a responsible person. Now, what about socially responsible behavior? What does that mean? This means socially responsible behavior means that good deeds or acts that we do. Good deeds or acts that we do that make us acceptable to others. That make us acceptable to others. Now, and we see that these good acts are both at home and in public. Now, when we talk about home, which are the responsible behavior that we should develop at home? One, let me give an example, will be obeying our parents. Obeying our parents and guardians. Obeying. So that is a socially responsible behavior. What else can we do? Yes, taking part in chores at home. Good. Another one. Yes. We have taking care of property at home. Taking care of property at home. Other social responsible behavior we should develop at home. Yes, correcting those who are wrong. Yes, we correct them. By correcting them, we show that we are responsible. And also, we can also have, for example, living in peace with one another. So those are just some of the examples of the socially responsible behavior that we should develop when we are at home. Now, what about when we are in the public? Now, what does the public refer to? Public. So the public refers to, for example, the school, stadiums, hospitals, and all other areas whereby people come to meet or gather in, and these places are mostly governmental institutions. Now, what should we do so that we can be seen to be responsible? One, we must protect public property. We should not go destroying it. Because it is not just ours. It is supposed to be used by many people. We should obey the laws of the land. We should obey the laws of the land. And number 3, we should show loyalty should show loyalty. Should show loyalty to our country. Now, I think that we should take part in development activities. We should take part in development activities, and of course, we should obey God's laws. That will make us live harmoniously in public with the others. Now let's try and see what the Bible tells us about acquiring socially responsible behavior. So we start from the book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 14 to 16. Matthew chapter 5, verse 14 to 16. What does the Bible tell us about acquiring socially responsible behavior? Matthew chapter 5, verse 14 to 16. Now it says, you are like the light. They are like light for the whole world. A city built on a hill cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and puts it under a bowl. Instead, he puts it on the lampshade, where it gives light for everyone in the house. In the same way, the light must shine before people, so that they will see good things you do and praise your Father in heaven. So the book of Matthew is telling us that Christians should show goodness. Christians should show goodness. Christians should show goodness to others, so that these others can see God in us, can believe in God. Because once we say that you are Christian, then we have a duty, we have an obligation to do good, so they can see the good in God, of God in us. What about the book of Luke, chapter 20, verses 19 to 26? You may not read all of it, but you shall look at a few verses. This is what it says. The teachers of the law and the chief priests tried to arrest Jesus on the spot, because they knew he had told this parable against them. But they were afraid of the people, so they looked for an opportunity. They bribed some men to pretend they were sincere, and they sent them to trap Jesus with questions, so that they could hand him over to the authority and power of Roman governor. These spies said to Jesus, "Teacher, we know that what you say and teach is right. We know that you pay no attention to anyone's status, but teach the truth about God's will for people. Tell us, is it against our laws for us to pay taxes to the Roman emperor?" So they were asking whether it is good to pay taxes. Now the Israelites were under the rule of the Romans. So what did Jesus do? Jesus asked for a silver coin, and he asked them, whose face is there? And the people answered, the emperor's. So he told them, give what belongs to the emperor to him, and then you give God what belongs to God. So therefore, the book of Luke is encouraging us to pay our taxes. We respect their authority by paying our taxes, so that they can use this money to develop the hospitals, develop the roads, develop schools, whereby everybody can go there and benefit. Finally, we shall look at the book of Romans and see what the book of Romans tells us. Romans chapter 13, verse 1 to 5. So it is duty towards the state authority. Everyone must obey the authorities, the state authority, because no authority exists without God's permission. And the existing authorities have been put there by God. Whoever opposes existing authority opposes what God has ordered, and anyone who does so will bring judgment on himself. So therefore, all those people in authority must be respected. We must respect people in authority, because as we say, all authority comes from God, and no authority exists without God's knowledge. So therefore, whatever we do, we must develop behavior that is going to show that we are responsible, both at home and in the public, so that, as we said in the beginning, we can be acceptable to those people who are around us. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. Have a good time. Bye-bye.